Hey everyone, welcome back to the Completionist commentary track for Ultimate Marvel 3.
It's Marvel, baby!
We got Brett and Pat in the room.
Hi,
Where's Marvel?
My name's Brett. I wrote this episode.
My name's Pat. I edited this video.
If you couldn't tell, I wrote the fuck out of this episode. 40 minutes!
40. I forgot the length of this
For a
episode.
fighting game.
For a bloody fighting game.
Can I just say that when this episode came out, it bombed analytically so hard we all got very sad the next day.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be a good part to the end of that story, but there wasn't.
No,
it was just
there
that.
wasn't.
This video did pretty okay.
How many views does it have now? Did you see?
500,000, 500.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
for a fighting game.
This is our the most recent format before we got the new one.
Yeah.
The one that lasted the longest.
Yeah, this format lasted 2 years.
Wow.
Which is the longest running format of the show
Almost 2.5.
because it changes every year. It would change.
That is a pretty good Wolverine.
Yeah,
That is a
Carlos did a great
Wolverine.
job.
I don't remember a goddamn thing about this episode.
Yo, me either.
But if you open up on footage of X-Men vs. Street, like, come on. Like, that's going to be a good
it's
time.
already
Yeah.
in a good place.
Obviously, I grew up playing a lot of these fighting games. And Ultimate Marvel. Perfect.
Oh,
It's
gosh,
great.
yeah.
Guys, you have to understand, this game took a long time for Gerard to complete. A long time.
Like I didn't tell this story in the episode because it just didn't fit. But no joke, I took a PS4 with me while I was traveling for like 3 weeks. And is it the same asset
Yeah,
as the
same
guy?
guy.
Exact same guy.
Different shirt, no pants on fire.
Same guy.
Great.
Same motherfucker.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
yo,
the
Steve Burnside
recurring
getting it?
Steve.
Wow, yeah.
So yeah, I had a convention, several conventions in the Texas area, and I grabbed my PS4 with me, and I was playing Ultimate Marvel with my friend Dev, who's a very close friend of the show, who helps me a lot with online achievements. And the best part is that I stay up really late in the night to play some of these online games, and he lives in the Netherlands, so he is my online multiplayer friend
Got it.
in
Makes
almost
sense.
every aspect.
God.
God, man, we really breezed over all the Versus series, didn't we?
Well, I mean, you
you
kind
know.
of have to set it up for people to like understand, like, and that's what this first section was about, was like explaining to people. 'Cause a lot of people don't play these games, so they don't understand how important Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, like what that means. So yeah, I gotta have to explain like this history of how Capcom, this company that makes silly ass Japanese games, crosses over with this like American comic book company. And it's a very, very, very strange story, but you know, here we are.
Well, and you say breeze, but we just finally got to Marvel vs. Capcom in this video.
Yeah, we're not breezing. Look, we're taking a stroll
We
through
are.
the history of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that screen! It's
Yeah.
not even filled up! Do you know how rare it is to see an MVC2 screen that's not full? That is rare.
That was the arcade cabinet that I had for quite some time. I had to find the codes from the NEC board to turn it on.
Yo, get that turnaround.
yeah,
You
there
ready?
we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good shot,
good
Brett.
times, good times. Oh, letting them have it. Whose footage is this? Like, that's what I want to know.
Me too. I think it's ours. I actually do.
We around this time we kept getting called out by smaller YouTubers for using their footage. So we kind of made a company policy that if we don't have the game, we're not going to use the footage. Or if we do, we'll ask them. But
Yeah.
You did eat it the fuck up.
I did.
Oh, super, let's go. Inferno! Oh no, it's die. Yeah, like this game, man, it has such a long history of competition. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in both of its
I love this
iterations
shot.
were played
Yeah,
for
the
so
intros
long
are
in
really
Evo
nice
and
here.
shit.
Yeah.
And it is Marvel games are like the ultimate spectator fighting game, man.
Oh man.
Even just watching this footage makes me hype again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean, it's kind of the ultimate spectator playing game as well. You get locked in that combo, and you just get to watch for a long
That's a
time.
good
man.
point. That's a good point. Look at that shit. Yo, that is Kane Blue River. Look him up, you guys. You guys have to understand Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like when Gerard was like, yo, we're gonna do it for the show, I was like, really? Because that just means that like there's time for some versus mode footage.
This was before
It
Infinite.
was before Infinite came out.
We had no idea it was going to be that bad.
Yeah. And if it's tight game, dude, like I think the gameplay is
think
better than
mechanically-
3.
I think mechanically Infinite is a great game. It's just that it's not pretty and it's not does not have the greatest character layout.
Agreed.
But now that Disney owns Fox, anything goes now.
Yeah, we'll see.
But apparently, when it comes to the MCU properties, Deadpool's the only canon one, and they're rebooting X-Men and
Sure.
Fantastic Four.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
How Quicksilver going to be alive and dead?
yeah, right.
Yo, Competitus!
Oh yeah, Competitus.
Who's the voice? Was that you, Brett? Are you Competitus?
I think I was Competitus.
I love your Mountain Dew hat
Thank
and
you.
Doritos asset. Oh, that's for sure you.
I've got like a General Martok thing going on.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
I sound like General Martok from Deep Space Nine, like the crew of the Rataran will patrol the zone. Like we tried to make Competitus a thing.
Do you even know what that means? Are you just regurgitating FGC lingo now to sound cool?
Was that the first?
I think that's the first time.
Is that the
first time?
No, I think his first time talking, but we've had him before.
Guys, I'm sorry that bit went on for far too long. Far too long. Man, this game is fun. I remember the first thing that you did when it was time was the combat challenges, because they're very hard for you,
Yeah,
and you were dreading them.
yeah,
And so we were like, we just got to get him out of the fucking way.
yeah.
Like you have to. That's hilarious to me.
I assure you can.
Fucking Ryu Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Badass. Professor X being a voyeur in the background there, sick. Yeah, this game is fun, dude. And it's like, in case you guys don't know, Marvel is a degenerate ass game. If you ask somebody what's your favorite fighting franchise and tell you Marvel's Capcom, check your wallet. Check your. You are dealing with a degenerate. You are, because look. Let me put it this way: there are certain I've said it many times before. There are certain fighting games that are like very much 2-player games, where like it's about reading your opponent and playing footsies, and then if you get an advantage, you're gonna lose it a second later. In this game, Marvel games are about where the neutral lasts for a long time, like the quiet before a storm.
Yeah, yeah.
And once the neutral is broken and somebody gets opened up, they're
it?
dead.
It's a cutscene.
They're exactly. It's a fucking. If they're doing their job, it's a cutscene, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the people that gravitate towards that kind of play, which is like it's the me show for a while, that watch your fucking wallet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing that I just saw because Rocket Raccoon was on here.
Yeah.
We SEO this against Guardians of the Galaxies too.
Well, I was going to say this was funny to me because Rocket Raccoon is still British in this game.
Yeah, when they made
Yeah.
Marvel's Capcom 3, it was before Bradley Cooper. That's right.
Yeah.
So he was. They made him Brit. I like him British. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we chose to play Ultimate Marvel, like we choose to do most superhero games, to SEO or search engine optimize against Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out this weekend of when this episode aired, and that's why we did Marvel 3.
I forgot
it was
about
the,
that.
It was the
Well,
only
because
game
we
that
were like,
featured.
what has the Guardians of the Galaxy
there's
in
the
it?
Telltale games that feature Guardians of the Galaxies, but we didn't want to do it. We chose Ultimate Marvel because we thought, as we did accurately at the time, and still to this day, that Ultimate Marvel 3 is fucking hype.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, it happens. The game was old at that point, and oh my god, is that a picture of the quote unquote writers?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Man, are we? See, this is what I was talking about. Are we really talking about the fucking story of Ultimate Marvel for this long? Jesus Christ!
I mean, who's that?
No.
on?
This is not just a story. This is, remember, in the old format, we set stakes. We talk about history of the game development, all that stuff. So it's
Yeah, this was presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
I see.
or no. This is still the roadmap. So it's
No, we passed that.
we
ages
passed
ago.
that one. That was after Competitus.
We passed. Yeah,
Yeah. No, we're in the legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking presentation on everything.
Yeah.
But see, that was the problem with a lot of our sections too.
Yeah.
They could easily blend together.
Yeah. Yeah. So now with the new format of the show,
They can more easily blend together.
yeah, basically, yeah.
But they shouldn't.
Well, it's up to us to choose what to talk about.
Yeah. This is. I think this section's is just me reaming the bad story in this game. I think that's all this is.
As the overall narrative feels, the aesthetic particulars of the game have clearly had time.
God, this game's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's like that was the thing about this game. Who cares about the story? And when they try and tell you a story, it's bad. But when they like get this like the little character bits that come across while like in game, that's when it's good. Like look at that shit. That's great.
Another thing that's really awesome about this game compared to the other MVCs, those ones have a lot of like people you expect to fight. They introduced randos in this one.
They really did. Like MODOK's in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, MODOK, obviously Phoenix Wright.
I forgot
X-23.
X-23. Forgot she's in this game. Like, there's always the people that they're trying to push. Who are the push people? Did we go into it? Like, there's somebody being pushed in this game?
Yeah.
Who was being pushed at this time? So this game came out in 2011.
Thor was really pushed.
Oh, well, here we're talking about like. Oh, this was your part.
All right.
Yeah, you wanted to chime
Oh
in.
yeah, I forgot why I did that. Yeah.
Oof, Pat. That asset is so blurry.
Stop. I'm sure it was fine.
Oh yeah,
No,
these are the push
these are
motherfuckers.
great.
Yeah,
These are fine.
Which one was it?
So it was Thor and Captain America because their movies were just coming out when this game came out. Makes sense. Makes sense.
They had just come out, rather.
Yeah. Oh my god, that ponytail. I'm still mad that that dude is not in Street Fighter or you know,
Oh,
like
that crab.
look at him.
And including Dante in a fighting game just makes too much sense. He's just a pile of pizza and special.
Who made that?
Bradley.
Oh my god.
Had to have been Bradley.
Is that a real Bradley asset?
That's probably a Bradley asset.
Hit him! Do the thing! Do the pop! Yeah! Ah! Certain shit just looks good, man.
It's
Look at
always fighting games because we don't do a lot of fighting games on the channel.
Right.
We do as much as we can.
We probably do.
I'm just not.
One or two
I
here?
can't compete on a global scale with fighting games. I'd love
Do you feel
playing
like you
them.
have to compete on a global scale?
No, but I feel like if you are going to talk passionately about a fighting game, like that's why I love Maximilian, because Maximilian is not a pro by any means, but his passion for fighting games is what makes Maximilian's channel one of my favorite of all time.
I
And
hear you.
it's so infectious, and whenever we talk about fighting games, I always try to put myself in his shoes. Like, what would Max say?
Are you
What-
saying
what-
you just don't have the passion for fighting games like you do other games? Is that
No. I just mean that I feel like, I mean, it depends, right? Because we're not trying to target the FGC as our community into that it's going to watch this video by
Right.
any means.
Right.
But I feel like there are people out there that be like, I love this move. Oh, life bar.
Yeah,
Oh, super bar.
That's really great.
I love that.
that was a pickup shot.
Yeah, because we called it out specifically.
I love when big dudes in these games do combos because they're always so slow, like,
Yeah.
like struggling.
Yeah.
It's like they're struggling to get out of bed.
Oh.
You know the thing with the fighting games though are it's not like we pick any fighting game. It is ones that you're excited about your art.
Yeah, it's true. There's very few fighting games we pick on the show that I'm like, I don't want to play this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't in this game, right?
Was in this game, but he wasn't slain or anything.
I'm proud of that. I'm not proud of that because I did it or anything. I'm proud of whoever did that.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. That was a funny shot, and it's great. Oh my God, Shumagorath combos, stop it. This is good looking footage, man. I think we did a pretty good job.
That was the thing I was going to say about the fighting games. They're one of the hardest episodes to edit, though.
Because there's not much to explore outside of what you look at.
Yeah. There's not a lot of... obviously, there's character variety, and a game like this is a lot easier because it's just exciting to look at.
That's what I was saying. Like, maybe it's just because I play the fucking game so much. But this is so exciting for me to watch because every shot is so different to me. Like, and I know that the screen is always the same. Like, if you compare it to something like I don't know, like a driving game, right? Like a racing game.
Right.
All of that shit would look exactly the same to me. But if somebody who's really into racing games would be like, oh, look at that car.
Yeah,
Like, oh, look
yeah.
at this track. That's why, like, to me, yeah, this is just exciting. Because, right, I'm gonna let you guys know, we can't hear Gerard's voice that well right now.
Yeah.
I'm having a ball watching this footage. It is fascinating to me.
I think the hardest thing to when it comes to something like Ultimate Marvel for me is just I feel like we have a service. We, at least in the older format, we had a service to try and make sure that every stone was flipped over to make sure that nothing wasn't discovered. And I felt like with Ultimate Marvel, from a completionist perspective, I mentally and emotionally broke down a lot playing this game. Because
That's not funny. We shouldn't be laughing.
I mean, it's definitely funny to think about. But the biggest thing, the reason
What
why
happened there?
we call something out specifically and something that was said. The biggest thing about it was that there was a big question mark to a lot of answers for questions I never got. You know, I think I talk about it in this episode towards the end. The struggling, the online stuff. Oh my God, is this? Do we show the clip?
I don't think this is the clip of the Ghost of Marvel.
Yeah, I don't think we have him come up here.
No, how
How did we not talk about it?
The Ghost of Marvel.
Oh yeah, the Ghost of
Spirit
Marvel,
man.
No, it was what's it called? Those cards you had to collect.
Yeah, we'll
Those
get there.
online cards?
The Heroes and Heralds mode. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, guys, this game has a lot to. Fantastic. This game has a lot to do in it. So like aside from those combat challenges, which are basically like just combat puzzles, and they're fucking really, really hard. There was a lot of single player stuff to do. Like you had to beat the game with every character. And that's it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there was a whole Heroes. There was like a challenge mode, and it was like partially
what a long
online
section.
and weird. And there was a little bit of RNG in it too. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean, by the time I was done, I had a pretty good science for it, but the RNG of it was awful because you had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for like the ladder to reset, and cards just weren't showing up when they should have. And that was the thing, is that I looked everywhere, and some of the cards I was trying to find, they just everyone gave up on. I joined a Ultimate Marvel Discord, and I asked people, and people did not believe it was me, and they asked me to leave. Like,
Wait, you said it was hi, it's me, the completionist.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
joined.
Brett was there.
That was one of the best things I've ever seen. Whatever. No, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, I joined it all. I was trying to find answers. I couldn't find anything. I found a Discord that was like, hey, we're what's left of the Ultimate Marvel community as we get ready for Infinite. Like, come join us. We do dailies. We got people coming in and pro players coming in and hosting streams and stuff. So I came in thinking no one would be active, and the chat was moving.
Yeah.
And so I then just like was like, hey, so I'm working on a video on Ultimate Marvel, and I just like dumped all my knowledge that I knew, and it was like I must have typed like a page and a half worth of stuff about how I really wanted to get these last few cards, and that I read online that no one had seen them, and that people thought it was a glitch, and it was, but there was just a beat where no one said anything. Like I said all this stuff, and it was dead silence, and then one guy was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're not actually him." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You're not the completionist. Why would you be in this chat?"
What a weird guy.
And I sat there and I was like, "But it is
Why does
me.
that matter?
What
Someone's
does that
asking
matter?
for it. It
I
doesn't
just
matter
asked
who
me a
he
question." And literally one of the mods DM'd me. He was like, "Look, man, it's not cool to impersonate celebrities."
What?
And so I immediately wrote down on a piece of paper, "Hi, Ultimate Discord," and I like showed a picture of it. And then 5 seconds later, someone in the chat just photoshopped the thing that I wrote to be like anyone can use Photoshop. And so I was like, all right. So I just left the chat.
Why did I never hear about this?
Wow.
That's
I just left the chat.
awful.
Degenerates.
Also, once again, even if somebody was impersonating, if they're just asking for info about the game, just be like, well, yeah, this is the info.
Yeah.
But I remember that those cards.
I was bummed because some people actually reached out to me privately and were like, "Hey, it's not the Ultimate community. Don't worry about it." Like, and they answered some questions about some mechanics I had and stuff, but nothing ever specific about what I had.
awful.
Yeah,
It was cryptic for a while, man. I remember that mode, and like, I remember I
asked Max, and Max was like, "I have no idea."
Yeah.
And Jay Wong.
we weren't going to.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to write about it.
Yeah.
Because there weren't any I don't think there were any achievements that had to do with it. It was DLC. It was
Yeah.
originally DLC.
Yeah.
It was
all
added.
this, like the
It was
Heroes and
tapped
Heralds
in.
mode and those little cards. And then Joe was like, "No, we should do it." And I'm like, "Fuck!" And then that's
Yo, finger.
It changed everything.
oh my god, my finger points. My finger points. Hold that. Oh, love it.
You know what? And this wasn't the only game we had that too. Like, remember Melee?
What about Melee?
There were all those
Oh,
like
the trophies.
there were all these like trophies. and we were like-
milestones.
The milestones. And we were like,
Yeah, yeah.
how do you do
Milestones.
these?
Yeah.
And we would Google and try to find everything.
That's when
There was
things
nothing
get
out there.
That's when things get the scariest around this office, but also the most exciting is when we start doing things that apparently
No one's done.
No one has tried to do with games.
That's it's exciting for the narrative and for us in the office. It's also disappointing because at the end of the day, we're talking about nothing that actually matters, and people are vocal about us being like, "Why'd you waste all that fucking time, you idiot?"
That's part of the job, man. And like, it all comes down to personal completion criteria. And some people be like, you have to do this to beat the game. And other people be like, no, you have to do this and this and this. And then you have a third person come in. Did you forget about this? And like, it all comes down to what Gerard thinks is the completion criteria. And that's okay. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And this was that episode where he and I had a disagreement at first because I didn't think we had to do that shit, and Gerard did, and ended up putting a lot more time. You wouldn't have been on that Discord if it weren't for you wanting to do that shit.
It's true.
But, at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad we did it because, like, now it's part of the episode forever.
Yeah.
Pat, I have a forever note for you now that I'm seeing it.
Stop. We hardly even do them anymore.
If we have an asset, it has to be in a resolution we can see.
It's impossible.
It has to be, dude.
They don't exist.
That picture of
that
Filipino.
That full screen infinite. Lock him up. Throw away the key. Let him know side. Ooh.
You mean to tell
That
me?
had to be only
do you mean to
something you
tell
do
me
in
that
X
there's
Factor.
no clear image of Filipino champ anywhere on the internet?
No, he's
that
an
fool's
illusion.
Instagram. Just grab that shit.
Oh man, he's an illusion.
That must have been a late night asset for Pat.
This entire episode was a late.
There we
taking
go.
him. Oh, okay.
Oh, the Doom Infinite.
I'm telling you guys, there's some shit in this game that's just fun to watch, dude.
Oh man, the fucking
Soulfist.
yo man.
Ooh, that must have been me playing if I'm busting that shit out.
Watching Chris G do this shit
Yeah.
is my favorite. I know everyone hates him or hated him at the time. I was always blown away and fascinated by his plays.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't like lane play, but it's pretty fucking interesting.
Have I ever told you my story about my first Evo ever? I went in 2013, 2014 with the Warp Zone guys, and Will Hyde, who used to be the Will of DC on YouTube, he actually works at Ubisoft now as a community manager. He is obsessed with the FGC. He goes to Evo every year. We always talk, he and I. And he was explaining the entirety. Because I love Ultimate Marvel, I didn't know the FGC presence at all. So he was explaining everything to me. He's in the front. He's in the front row, and to the left of the stage is like the VIP lounge area where all the players are practicing and waiting to go on stage and everything. And Filipino Champ is just sitting by himself, getting ready to go on stage. Random dude out of the audience walks up with a water bottle, opens it up, pours it all over Filipino Champ's head. Filipino Champ gets up and goes, tries to be calm, but like can't do it. He loses his cool. And then the guy throws trash at Filipino Champ.
Jesus.
And is like, you suck. And immediately, to me, in my mind, I was like, this is a real instance. Like, this is real life. There's no usernames. There's nothing. This is a fucking dude walking up to another dude and just doing this because of what he thinks he saw or sees of a person.
Right.
But in my head, what that guy was thinking about, he was thinking he was at a WWE live event and saw Triple H just pin The Rock for the World Championship and wanted to boo Triple H, and that's what he did. And it's like, we're fucking people, man. You can't do that shit.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't. I was telling my friend last night, I got like, you know how like that kid in New Zealand egged that dude?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah. And I told my friend that I think I've been bummed for the past 2 days and I didn't know why, and I finally figured out. I think that made me really sad because like, yeah, everybody loves it when people get their comeuppance, but like that fucking egg shit, it's the same shit. Like, don't do that. That's like borderline violence.
Isn't that?
And that's just gonna escalate.
Violence begets violence.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's the same shit. Like, I don't care if you don't like this player in the FGC. Don't fucking put your hand. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be a dick, even to dicks. That's how you make more dicks.
I mean, I think about that, and I think of that clip of that guy going, "Who this bitch is?"
Bitch this is.
Bitch this is. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, look at it. You know how long it took you to do this shit?
Yeah, man.
You know what's fucking dumb?
What?
I was just looking at like the first ones. And
Yeah.
the first 4 or 5 are like 3 moves.
They're babies.
Yeah.
Some of them
It's
are just like
it's like kick Hadouken,
and then
kick
it's like
Shoryu.
Okay, good. You know that. Here, you have to physically scroll through these now.
Yes, you do. This took Gerard weeks.
Yo, man.
Weeks.
The sad thing is that it's not like a glove where I can just pick it back up. Like, to get back into the zone took me weeks. And Brett, I played against you a lot too, because you know this game quite well. You definitely dojoed the shit out of me during this whole aspect.
They're just combat puzzles.
Yeah.
They're just dexterity combat puzzles, man.
You feel like shit because it's true. I do hate that stage.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck training stage.
Yeah, but you feel
Look
like
at that screen.
That's the money shot.
that's that completionist feel.
Yeah, man.
That feel when you complete.
Oh, here we go.
Dev 2000. There he
There
is.
he is.
There's
Hey.
the Dev.
This is what we're talking about. This mode is the worst.
Fuck this mode.
Like, here's the thing. This is spirits mode for this game, right?
This is literally spirits mode.
This is spirits mode,
They
and
didn't
it's a
even
good
sugarcoat it.
idea. The problem is it had online components to it, which made it the worst. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. This episode took so long to make because of the online waiting zone.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There were online achievements.
You had to wait 2 weeks until it reset.
But there were base online achievements that we had to get, and not many people were playing, and there were laggy matches.
I don't know if we talked this shit. I had to manipulate the hell out of in terms of to get the 0%.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on who you play against. But you're playing a shadow of people, so if they don't show up, it's just bingo, and you just win. But some of the cards require you to lose.
Yeah, I remember this shit.
It was bullshit, man. The worst part about it, but yeah, the fear of it was, and that's the true nature of what the show is it's depressing because if we didn't talk about it, we get railed. Mm-hmm. No one would get past the fact that we succeeded in doing it.
And that's the thing, though, man. There are some people who would have been like, they don't have to do Heroes and Heralds. It's a DLC mode. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's online. But you made that choice, and, that's okay. It's just a lot of work. And it's a cool idea. Oh, my God, lock them up.
Look at! I just want to point out that was me.
Yep.
I got perfected by a dude. And I had an 11 win streak. I felt so great.
Trish.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's the point we were making. At the point where we completed this game, the only people left playing MVC3
Were pro players.
were
Killers.
motherfuckers who.
They
That's
were-
what
they
they
were-
Yeah.
do.
Look at Dr. Bowser over here.
Oh, that's right. I told you to play Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Because Taskmaster.
He does
that is your
everything.
team.
You taught me the team.
That was the easy mode team. Because
I had to.
yeah.
There was no way.
Why not?
You just got that
Fuck
Dr.
you, Whoopi,
Doom
here I
assist.
come.
Doom missiles. I remember it
Oh,
was Doom.
Copernicus.
It was Doom missiles because it was Doom missiles are incredible. I told you to play Taskmaster because
Yeah.
Taskmaster's easy mode, and then you played Wolverine because you insisted on playing fucking Wolverine.
I love him.
So that's what I don't want you to play Wolverine. You're like, I won't play Wolverine. That was the fucking team.
The person I hated playing was Doom. I never got the infinite down.
I told you to just use them for the fucking missiles.
Yeah,
And
I did.
That's all it takes.
I did. I learned.
Missiles and then just hit level
Smart
3.
bomb. Oh, fuck you, Gerard.
Smart bomb. Look at that. Ah, yeah, this guy.
Boom, boom,
classic.
boom, boom.
Woo! Ooh, we got. Oh, that was some stuff. Here we go. Yeah, it's a fun game to play. This game is an art, I can't believe we talked about it for 40 minutes.
Me either.
That's a long boy episode, man.
That's the saddest part about this, though, is that the episode came out, and a lot of us were sad because we put so much heart and soul into it, and it got no views. And then, a week later, it skyrocketed. Ah, yes, the skull.
Oh yeah,
Remember
we
the
used
skull?
this a couple times.
What the fuck
What
did
was
we
the
use
skull?
the skull for?
For when we
Oh,
had
the-
impossible tasks
Right,
that...
but what
It
else?
had to be for the achievements you got online, right?
Turn this shit up, Brett.
Yeah, it's the titles.
This
It
was the
title.
shit.
This was it.
This was the shit where I'm like, Gerard, we don't have to do this.
I got so close, you guys. I got so close.
This is why this episode was long.
Yeah.
I think I understand why this episode was long now. Because Gerard wanted some shit to do Like, he was like, we got to do this too. So, okay, that adds more time. And then not only that, the shit that you wanted to do was so glitchy and terrible
It
that we had
didn't
to
work.
dedicate more time to talking about how it was glitchy and terrible.
Yeah.
50 times. This time,
Look at that Mango Sentinel.
my ass every time I let my guard down. Here's another set of titles to make you regret
Oh,
your decision.
man.
You'll also have to use every character in battle at least
Oh, God.
100
on
times.
this character or that one. Too bad. You gotta
100 times.
I actually remember
wins with those
us grinding that in versus mode.
comes out to an extra
Just ugly. This was a long time investment, man.
not over yet. Remember that trophy for winning
Look at this team.
online
Look at this.
light drizzled compared to the giant storm that is the title that requires you to
But I think the episode, once again, I think it's fun to look at. It's so fast.
Oh my god, this is making me so sad.
fun and
Just
I put
thinking of all the
so
titles.
much time into this episode.
Yeah. Late nights, guys. Late nights.
Oh man,
Guys, seriously, there was a title
this
for
shit
winning
sucked.
1,000 matches online. Think about that.
Yeah.
And then think about the oh my god, that was sick. Think about that, and then think about the kind of people who are still online.
thanks to the lack of a player base and the more
And I mean right now to this day.
to get these cards, you have to be a part of the winning faction at the end of the weekly campaign and have at least 400 battle
Ugh.
points.
Not
That
good.
means that it takes 2 weeks just to get these 2 titles.
It took forever, you guys.
Times that I met
And,
that criteria, I got
You know, this goes to the point where, like,
cards.
most of the time,
Specific cards
you're
Yeah, this was it.
on top of that, you actually also unlock Herald variant
Yeah.
for 5
most of the time you're completing like multiple games, right?
But the character
Because we said this game came out right after.
I earned
The
of the
announcement for
Wild.
Infinite.
No,
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh, really?
so
Couple
it
weeks
was a
after.
combination of you like grinding online matches.
so many rewards.
I had just played
And
ukulele
grinding, like,
and Breath of the
Korak
Wild.
seeds.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get the cards.
Wow, ukulele was that long ago?
Without them, the
Yeah, dude.
corresponding titles will stay locked forever. TLDR, glitches, bitches, and the very
Yeah.
worst of all are the last 2.
What were the
on
last two?
list. These 2 innocent-looking titles ask that you use a Marvel card 500 times as
This is
your base
bullshit.
card
Oh,
if you
this was
have
bullshit.
online, and to do the same thing again,
Oh.
the Capcom card. That's 1,000 more matches where you have to get a specific card equipped in your main.
Yeah.
Problem, I'll combine this task with my quest for 1,000 wins. But wouldn't you know it, the titles would not unlock. You know, maybe I had to actually.
You know what I'm learning now? I'm remembering.
For the matches to
When it comes to this show, achievements are never really a problem. It's always in-game achievements.
Oh yeah.
matches offline.
I mean, and half the time, you know, when people talk about completing games, it's yep, I completed all the achievements.
Yep. And we're like, but did you do this?
I remember for Spider-Man, everyone was like, "This is an easy completion,"
And we're like, no, it's not.
and we were like, "Have you done all the milestones?"
And they're like, what are the milestones? And we're like, dog.
Oh man.
Yep, I remember those days.
God, if he knew what was up, and he had nothing. I even asked Maximilian, my good friend, and he had nothing.
Look at you name dropping over there.
Seems clear enough, and I've turned out
What?
My good friend Max.
just won't unlock for me. And now here I am left with this. A copy
Yeah.
of
So
every
wait, is it still not complete to this day?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
We couldn't.
We couldn't.
let's try it again.
This is one. There's only 2 games in the show, in the history of the show, that we did not complete.
Was it this and Sonic
This
Boom?
and Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
laugh at me for all of eternity.
Let's just start a new file.
Why the hell did I choose to play this instead of Tekken again?
Yeah, we did that game pretty much right after.
It's true. And then never again.
Never again.
No more Smeckins?
UMBC3 isn't a complete
Dude, that does break your heart, doesn't it?
after a
Yeah, man. I'm
allow you to keep track
I'm
of
I
unlocked via the
look.
game.
I ate a pretty good meal today. I had like water and everything. I feel great.
Water?
I have heartburn thinking about
Yeah.
it's like PTSD almost.
There
I
are
forgot
certain
about
dark
that.
experiences in these office, man, and that's one of them.
Some character-specific
This was one of them.
It absolutely was.
Well, this game had a lot of those moments too, where
always been
On 3 layers.
We-
We getting all the cards, the titles, and the online stuff.
racking up
but it's when we're like here with you late at night,
worse than an
and there's just this feel in the office of
point that the game gives out
this
by
isn't
the
gonna happen.
Yeah.
That the
And
last
we don't get that often,
Right.
but
dude. That episode recently for us was Mega Man 11 last year.
Oh, yeah.
That episode almost killed me. I almost I had just got back from Japan. And I was playing Mega Man 11 all while I was there when I got back. I could not believe I got to the end of that game 3 times and failed.
As far as dark times go, things are pretty okay lately nowadays.
Yeah.
We've seen to have been a lot better.
Well, it's because episodes get completed way more in advance than the week of.
It's true.
It's only the new stuff like Mega Man 11 where
We got all the trophies.
Yay!
it was an easy platinum.
Oh, that's so sad.
We'll never get it, guys. We'll never get it.
I'll start a new file once we're done with this commentary.
You know what? Brett, when you get a free chance, read
Yeah.
those comment sections and see what everyone has to say about those cards. And I guarantee you'll find no comments about those cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
People
true.
are like, "What? There's titles in the game?"
That's because a lot of people didn't make it this long in the video.
Absolutely not.
You think so?
This is a 40-minute video.
I don't know, man.
Ultimate Marvel.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty compelled. I'm pretty compelled.
Listen, at this point, I don't remember what we said for hours. I'm just excited to see that.
To see what?
Because we're gonna have the breakdown, or you say hours.
For the hours. I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see what you mean now. Okay. Yeah, how many hours do you think we put in?
Here we go.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, there were 101 arcade
Ugh,
run
Jesus.
500 combo
Oh, God.
Lord.
over 400
Jesus.
titles unlocked, 3,000
Oh no!
6 matches total,
90.
I feel like we underestimated
Yeah.
that time.
Two fingers crossed, hoping that the
99 hours, dude?
No, I did more than 99. I guarantee you. That was us
Yeah,
being.
there's the pizza asset.
Why would I play anyone else?
That was me being kind to myself. No way did I just do 99.
And years.
Maybe it just feels like that in retrospect. Oh my God.
Dev and I spent hours online grinding out those Heroes and Herald stuff.
The reward you get for doing so
In online matches and everything. Oh, man.
presenting a game that should be enjoyed over a long
Punch the shit out of a raccoon.
It wasn't even hitting him.
elsewhere. Everybody else, who wants next?
Yeah. Get him.
And then MVCI happened, which was a good game, but, you know, people didn't play it.
Yeah, I'll be down to complete it for the show still.
Nah, I don't want to do another fucking 99 hours that only...
I don't think it'll take that long.
Well, I don't think anybody will watch it.
Awesome game if you're playing.
But it is Marvel and it's Capcom, so I don't know, maybe. We thought no one would watch this one.
No one did watch it, but I guess like over time they did, you know? If we're going to do another fighting game for the show, see, that's the thing, guys. For the schedule, we wanted to do a Mortal Kombat game coming up sometime.
Yeah.
And then YouTube's like, no Mortal Kombat ever. No.
Yeah, and once again, Max still tweets out that he gets like wrecked by that.
Every day, his
Yeah.
videos get claimed and content gauged.
So you guys let us know, because the only people seeing this are Patreon people, right? So
Yeah, hit us up.
let
in
us know on the
Discord.
Patreon if you want to see Mortal Kombat stuff. And then if you do, send us $20.
We already have the money.
Or
People are on
or-
Patreon.
Send us, no, I mean, $20 more. Because then if everybody who wants to see Mortal Kombat episodes,
Then we'll
sends-
just, we'll get flagged and
Then
then
we'll
you guys
get-
will make it up for it. Sure.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or just tell us what fighting game you want to see next.
It's true.
Probably it'll be like, none.
I'm telling you, somebody might
man.
like Injustice.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Injustice. Yeah.
My stomach hurts just thinking about this episode.
Thanks for watching with us, guys. This was a fun little trip down memory lane.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a long time ago.
It was. Certainly was.
We're going to go and not make poor decisions like completing this game.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time, okay?
Thanks for watching. Probably next time we'll do a new Game Plus episode or something like that.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, good call.
All right, bye, guys.
Thanks.